There is a space in time and place that is neither here nor there. It is an ambiguous zone ripe with potential and saturated with fear of the unknown. While pursuing studies in design and architecture, I uncovered in myself a passion for the spaces in between, these spaces of transition that hold mystery and meaning, potential and passage. I became captivated by the concept of shaping physical transitions through space and thereby encouraging mental, emotional, and spiritual transitions as well. My studies began to revolve around the concept of liminal space, the experiences of spatial transition. As a design student, I was taught how to see, trained to question, and encouraged to consider change. I was newly married when I started design school and had just begun to use the mikveh. Literally translated from Hebrew, mikveh is a collection of natural waters. The mikveh pool functions as a transformational space, shifting a person from one spiritual status to another. Although mikveh has several purposes within Jewish life, I was using the mikveh at the end of my menstrual cycle as prescribed by Jewish law. I was conflicted by my feelings regarding mikveh. I found it difficult to get into the mood for mikveh immersion, to leave my concerns about my new marriage, new city, and new path in life at the door. And yet I got it. I understood that there was something extraordinary about this practice of submerging myself in the mikveh waters. It was about moving from one state of being to another, about reinventing myself and becoming one with these living waters, free from all boundaries. Recognizing this, I was pretty sure that I should have felt rejuvenated and inspired, but at the end of the night, all I felt was my slightly overscrubbed body and my wet hair tied back beneath my hat. That is when I started to see, began to question, and considered the possibility for change. I realized that no amount of pretty fake flowers, explicitly feminine paint colors, and hygienic paper slippers could inspire this process for transformation. There was definitely something missing, and I was determined to figure it out. Although I began to understand that there were many cultural and communal concerns that affected my practice of mikveh. As a student of interior design and architecture, I chose to focus on the physical environment. And so, I have begun to imagine a mikveh that serves as a sanctuary for the modern Jewish woman, a place that delights the body and nourishes the soul. I want to create a spiritually feminine and serenely beautiful environment wherein the ritual of mikveh is practiced and celebrated. I want my mikveh to serve as a resource and a place of learning, not just for spiritual conversations, but also resources for women's health issues such as depression and breast and cervical cancer screening. Healthy, energized women support and nourish strong relationships, families, and communities. I believe that mikveh can be a fusion of physical and spiritual experiences, a physical space that symbolizes and honors the unique traits of the Jewish woman. Beautifully sensual spaces can inspire and energize a person, creating a small opening to encourage change. I want my mikveh to bring you in, envelop you in steam, and seduce you with soft lights and warm cups of jasmine-scented tea. I want the very walls of the building to guide you through a rejuvenation of self, and the softening lights over the mikveh pool to cultivate sincerity and personal prayer. An awareness of solitary calm washes over you as you dip below the water's surface, emerging with a feeling of newness, a sense of rebirth.